where OG will suddenly go from 1k lead, 10k lead. Just, how did this happen? And this is how this team has been playing for quite some time.
And I guarantee you that fight's probably going to start with Wyvern getting an ulti where he picks off a hero and then Puck getting like a 4-man coil, but they'll still win it. They'll still win it. That seems to be the case for this team, but let's see. Can they get taken down? Tempo versus OG, game number 1. Let's get into it. More Snapfire, more Void Spirit. These two heroes coming out from the into Captain's mode and immediately being very, very popular. I've heard across the board, really, we've seen a lot of Snapfire and a bit of Void Spirit as well from a lot of teams, so they do seem to be quite popular heroes.
I think these two heroes are the most balanced heroes, the new ones that got into the Captain's mode.
Yeah.
If you remember any of the new heroes added, they were like, what the fuck is happening? How is this allowed?
Yeah, that was a lot of the case. I think maybe Elder Titan was one of the few exceptions to that where he was just not seen for ages when he was added to Captain's mode until they finally decided to actually give him some decent spells. Was it? Elder Titan? There was a few more like in the earlier days when heroes were getting released very often where people just like, I don't want to play that.
And the first hero that comes to my mind is just Earth Spirit. When he came out, probably the most broken hero ever.
Oh god. Yeah. Yeah, in higher MMR games, that hero was just completely unstoppable. They were like, let's create this really kind of high skill ceiling hero and see what happens. Everyone just face rolled with it. No-Tail coming and challenging for the rune here. He's started off with a Scatter Blast, try and get on top of it, and will be able to take that bounce rune for himself. Meanwhile, 2 claimed by Tempo, but no one gets another, making it 2 for 2. All even Stevens on the bounty runes.
Lich as a support got a little bit of nerf in the previous patch. Still, I would say not enough. One of the better position 5s in my opinion, which gives you good laning presence in terms of harassment. Also kill potential once you get to level 2 with the Frost Shield plus a Frost Blast. Huge amount of damage. Pretty much he's good at every single stage of the game. I think a lot of these old school position 5 captains who know how to position themselves. I'll take Kuro as an example, especially during the Bukovel Minor, where he pretty much single-handedly was winning team fights with good Chain Frost.
Yeah, my goodness. That was something to witness, and I'm just noticing Topson in the middle lane. He's just completely stunned on the Pucket. Well, I say styling. He's not really doing much. He's just running at him and popping Resonant Pulse to secure these range creeps early on and put a lot of pressure onto Monty to start off this lane. It's very annoying. And now with the Aether Remnant coming out as well, even offering a bit of a threat onto the Puck, getting loads of harassing.
Puck so far good. No point in shift, a lot of harassment, repositioning skills for him at the moment. Has Bottle queued up as well. Same goes for Topson. Both are very close to getting it. I'm wondering who's going to be the one controlling the runes. We've seen No-Tail in the previous match as Nature's Prophet. That was kind of early game win where he picked up the region rune from the enemy mid laner and got a kill with some sick blocks.
Yeah, no global TP this time, thankfully for Tempo, and forced to use the orb there to get away from Topson, and his extremely aggressive Void Spirit just cutting off the escape route of the Puck there. But now we do get a regen rune, and with the silence, Monty should be able to get there first. Although it immediately gets cancelled out by Topson. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, they get the kill off onto the Wyvern. Looks like he took a little bit step too close there. This is, I mean, Mitch is level 3 though at the very least, and once the Wyvern's not been in lane much, Mitch has been able to hoard these levels, and in the mid lane he actually gets a kill. Topson dives for him, and Monty gets brought down.
This is the aggression that OG likes, especially from the Topson. Like, he's gonna be the
No-Tail up top though, he is gonna fall. And that is the power of Mitch and Gogi up in the top lane.
A lot of kill potential. If they get close to Snapfire, it's not as sufficient as some other heroes, but
Nick,
he can just jump
No, Lacoste, you're not allowed to analyze this game. We're just gonna have kills. We have no
watch
use
the
for
kills. I'm fine with it. Sometimes even when I'm watching the game, I'm like, shit, I should talk. That's my job. Yeah, instead of just watching the game, you know, my feet are on the table. I'm super comfy. I just enjoy
Pop out a
watching
cigar.
Dota too much.
Well, Bloodseeker, he is getting run down mid one with the impetus, but it's not enough to finish the job. A nice little walk back into them. And this time we get debated by the wrong kill, the wrong lane. It's Mitch that goes down up in the top lane, and Sumail finds his kill.
If you can close the gap, any gap closer with Snapfire or Lich, these are my favorite combos. Bottom lane, a lot of harassment.
Ooh, can they get him though? They need a little bit more, and actually they're not really chasing it. They just turn targets. My god, Lich all of a sudden finds all of his health gone. All it takes is an enchant totem and an impetus, and all of a sudden Lich gets brought down to 0 HP.
That was quick.
Yeah, that
they
was...
changed the targets immediately after Bloodseeker starting running away. I guess Lich had the false feeling of being secure there. No tail, level 3. This is the build that I like. No points in Lil Shredder when you're playing position 5. I think that's the build to go for.
Exist. Just running from Sax. Sax is not done. He's just going to keep on chasing this guy until he can chase no longer. Exist. He's just running. He's just screaming this entire time. Jesus, no, impetus, turning around, right, through the trees. Oh, he's surviving for now, but his courier might not. Never mind, his courier makes it away as well. And in the mid lane, Topson finds another one with the double damage rune, running down this puck. Oh, it even snores. That's very rude.
Lich dropping low.
Yeah,
if you're paying attention, there's a lot of stuff happening at the moment. Another Fisher.
Unfortunately, it all seems to be kills onto tempo heroes. One more impetus will be required, or a right click from Saxa. The courier's also looking tempting as well. Saxa will take the courier, but Exist turns around. They're actually with the puck rotating in, they're able to kill off mid one at the very least. Meanwhile, Exist finding his way back over to the creeps, trying to heal up off these boys. Should be able to do so. Meanwhile, Saxa, he's being pinged, but they don't really have the catch for him, don't really have the hold, so the Airshake is going to be able to make himself away. Meanwhile, no tail up in the top lane. He's taking some harass here, but Mitch actually can't close the gap for his battery cell to take effect.
I guess the reason why they picked position 5 as their last pick, they realized if we have Enchantress and Earthshaker as 4 and 5, no one has escape mechanism against the Clockwork. Now, with the Cookie, he can just jump out and stun Clockwork and get back to safety. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, Topson just destroying Monty. Level 7 against level 5. Double the CS.
This is the power of a Void Spirit, unfortunately. This hero can just get out of control. And look at this again, jumping onto Puck. Puck, he's got no ulti. He's going to try and grab these creeps and then jump himself away. Nice little jaunt there from the Puck. But unfortunately, it's a very sad situation when you have to pull that kind of move just to do anything in your lane. But Gogi's coming in. They might try something here, but unfortunately, they're already jumping onto the Puck here. Punk is able to jump himself away, though. Once again, gets off the jaunt. Meanwhile, Gogi, well, he's looking around the tower here. What can he really do, though? Setting up with a Splinter Blast. Not really much of a threat on Topson, unfortunately.
Puck is level 6.
He does have the coil.
They have a kill potential on him because Puck can get close, sitting on half HP at the moment.
Yeah, he'll just get popped.
Middle tower is under attack.
On the top lane, the biggest winner of them all.
Hold on, Monty at mid once again. Oh, he's surviving. He's surviving. And unfortunately, that's a coil being used, and Topson just sits there. He's absolutely fine with that. All right, no worries. Back to work.
Look at the aggressive boards that they placed. They have 4 observer boards at the moment to see every single movement from tempo if they decide to make any kind of move.
Yep, OG playing the big brother. We are always watching you. Topson just fishing for the Wyvern here. Does find him, but doesn't really have enough health to commit here. And Monty's coming over as well, so gotta be careful. Hotel gonna cookie himself up to the high ground. He's gonna be okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Cookie's a weird interaction. I feel like whoever designed that hero has never had a cookie before, because I'm not sure why I'd want to jump 450 units forward whenever someone gives you a cookie. It just seems odd.
Yeah, I have to agree on that one. It's one of the most random things in Dota. Topson, that's gonna be a killing spree for him. Dota needs to be careful about his positioning, sitting there with no mana, no HP.
Yep, just a nice chunk of bait. Meanwhile, down at bottom, they're trying to find Exist once again here. Mid one even diving along with Saxa. Saxa going for the TP, but immediately gets cancelled out by the battery assault. And now they're getting inside the cogs. I don't think there's a way out of this for Saxa. He's just going to get beaten down. And that is a Clockwork versus the Earthshaker.
They're making a rotation, but overall, if you do the math, they're not winning. Still, they get a kill on a support. A lot of pressure put on the top tower, mid lane, also getting harassed a lot. Look at Topson, man. Every single time Monty gets close, he does the same thing.
Yep. Just starts running at him. Just starts running.
You don't necessarily... Okay, he got the kill.
That was max range for sure. That was... Oh my god. Well, No-Tail kills off the Lich down in the bottom lane, but Exist should also be going down here as well. A mid one. Is he just going to 2v1 these guys? He certainly is. Mitch, there's no way out for him. There's a stun coming in from Saxa just to make sure. Mitch is trying to turn it around. Just get him in the cogs. Annoy him. That's about all you can do right now, though. Mid one is just completely controlling the bottom lane. Sumail having absolutely free time up at top. Topson dumpstering the mid. It's looking real bad for tempo.
Definitely is. Clockwork is level 6, so he should try to make a rotation. I mean, it's hard. They need... Morphling is sitting at 200 HP, but there's no follow-up. They need to play with Clockwork and Puck to actually grab a kill. Bloodseeker is having a decent time.
Oh, two-man stun. Nice outpost falls. And now he's not unleashing. It's going to be controlled up here, but No-Tail is in some trouble. He's ruptured, he's silenced, he's taking some damage. They're looking for the kill in returns. But Mitch is actually on top of Saxa, so No-Tail gets taken down. And it looks like Saxa's going to be dropping as well. Gonna get more? Well, mid one. He's going on to Nikolai right now, but there's 3 heroes right. They can't kill him, can they?
Oh, they can if he has a battery assault. 4 seconds. There's going to be another TP. Okay,
but the Bloodseeker's dead. I mean, it's already looking pretty disastrous, and with these fairies healing up, Mitch is just running around the guy, not knowing what to do with himself. In come those Impetai, and my goodness, they hurt. Mitch on the run, realizing this has gone very, very south. So Mel coming in as well. Clockwork needs to get himself to safety. Mid one making his way over. He hasn't got a TP scroll, so if he's got to get out of this one. Oh, okay, nice-ish cogs. Mid one getting pretty low on mana, but doesn't need mana. Gets a kill all the same.
I was like, yeah, there's some support coming for the Radiant team. It's their shrine, and
how did Sumail get mid? How did Sumail get mid tower? What? Anyway, Monty once again forced out the coil there to make sure he can control at top. I'm so confused. How?
I did not see that. Bottom lane.
He wasn't there. Anyways.
I mean, if you're not there, you can't get the tower. Maybe you saw something that was not there.
Me?
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know. Either way. Sumail, he's going to get himself a kill. Topson's getting himself a kill as well. Rupture comes out. Oh, and realizes the hook shot's coming in, trying to dodge it out. But Topson, can you play yourself out of this one? He's tanky enough for the time being. Waiting for the Rupture to run out, which it now will. But unfortunately, oh no, the artillery, it's coming in. It blows up the Bloodseeker. No-Tail helping him out there, using the cogs as a nice big target for the Mortimer's Kisses and giving the return kill to the Bloodseeker. But they do still kill Topson at the very least.
It's a decent chunk of gold for Mitch there. He's going for Spirit Vessel to have something against this Morphling. When he gets the Spirit Vessel, Morphling will already have Manta Style, so it's not going to be that effective, but it's still great against the Enchantress, her healing, and look at the build on Ench. Book 1.
Well, Mid one only wants one thing in this world, and that is the enemy's towers.
And that's book 1.
Well, he's already got it. He's a happy man. A happy little enchantress. Oh, nice little double damage rune. I'm sure Topson will take that. Oh, guess what item he's going for? This dude and his chrysalises. I assume he's finished it. Although, I don't know, he's got a Yule's queued up, but just a casual broadsword in his backpack.
Because why not?
True.
No reason not to spend 1,200 gold for nothing.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now they see a target, and that target is a Wyvern. He's going to get punctured very, very quickly. Topson grabs himself a quick kill. Mid one, he's just jungling. He's pretty chill.
Feeling its mortality.
Putting pressure on this bottom lane, waiting for his necro units to come back off cooldown. It's already one pushing in mid anyways. Our fourth here, forcing heroes down. Notel looking for the rotations. Got an ob's going to throw that one down as well. Meanwhile, coil out onto Void Spirit, and Void Spirit's like, alright, that's cool, I don't mind. Oh, in come the cookies. Unfortunately, they actually managed to get the fear off, and it looks like Topson will be dying here. Does get one kill before he dies. Meanwhile, in come the cogs, but in comes the artillery cannons blasting away from Mitch. No, he is not surviving that one. Sumail gets a kill. Now Snapfire dropping real low hit to mid one, but will not be surviving this one. But at 395, maybe they can turn this one around from Sumail, as he's jumping forwards here. It's going to be the target, but it's actually, they go on the Wyvern instead. Wyvern drops, and everyone else makes themselves scarce. So Tempo lose two actually only, and get 3 of OG, so really not a bad trade, but at the same time, Sumail just completely controlling any fight he turns up to.
They have a pretty sick combo if they can land a The problem is Lich is almost 15 minutes, and they need that ulti to deal the damage. They have ways of controlling them, setting things up with Winter's Curse to control them with the Blood Rite. Also, Clockwork wants to survive to use Battery Assault multiple times.
Yeah, it's the most important spell. Oh, Mitch. Oh no. Oh no. Mid one. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Oh god. Oh. It hurt.
That looked funny. Like, you know you're dead. Did he had Urn of Shadows. Maybe he could have tried to use it. Man, they're dying everywhere.
Yeah, that does kill them. If you show on the map, you're probably dead. Sumail finds another. I don't even know where that was. Nicolisa dares take a step out of his base and immediately gets it shoved in his face by Sumail. This kid is dominating. Learn the ways from Artesian now. Look where he is. Well, they've only open qualifiers so far, but we'll get in there.
Yeah, 13 net worth lead, 13k for OG. Like, they desperately need this Lich to be level 6 if they want to win a team fight. There's still no pipe on the Enchantress. Earthshaker's Blink Dagger was delayed a little bit. He's still gonna have it at decent time, 16 minutes, about to buy it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Slam the clock might be coming up soon for Saxa. It seems like they're holding off a little bit, but to be honest, holding off is just giving away a huge advantage. OG have just taken over their map. Mid one, just staring them down. There's a rough trout onto him. How much more damage they have to throw their way though? Not that much, and in comes the artillery, but immediately Hookshot comes out from Mitch, holding no tail still, but unfortunately can't find the kill. Too many creeps there, and a cookie comes out. Meanwhile, Topson looping around the back with mid one here, finding a kill on to exist, and now looking forward maybe for more. Mitch running out on the other side of the fight here. He's being pinged out. Saxa, can he close the gap? Doesn't look like he can. Out of fissures. Does now have that blink, so he jumps over towards Mitch. And there's a fissure off cooldown. Oh, well, nice little jukes.
Jukerino.
Yeah, he's playing him, but unfortunately, it doesn't matter how long you try and play for. You're still going down in that situation, but still, a little bit of space created for,
and finally,
Puck, I guess.
Lich is level 6. If they land a good coil, things might change. Like, they need 3/4 man coil. You know, I always love to stay positive. Try to think of the way that Team X can come back into
I appreciate
a game.
that. They certainly could, couldn't they? They certainly could. They're 17-minute level 6, but we won't comment on that. The fact is, he got there in the end. You know, journey before destination, right?
And the destination is Roche. That's the journey OG will take.
A very quick journey it will be. Sumail and Topson. Getting to work on the big boy. Oh, he did finish the Chrysalis. Good job.
Dire's top tower is feeling its mortality.
I feel like, you know, you can change the quick buy of where your TP scroll is. I feel like Topson should probably just change that to Chrysalis at this stage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, southeast
Dire's top
outpost
tower is
captured by
feeling its
Radiant.
mortality.
Yeah,
Something's
maybe.
going well for them. Top tower also
Radiant's
will
middle
drop.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're doing it.
Dire's top tower has
Maybe.
fallen. The earth.
Notel just clips himself. Oh, Mitch is going to come and say hi. How's it going? This looks like a really cool clip, dude. Can I come and join you? And Notel, he didn't really want any visitors, so he's going down for this. Saxa can't really do much to stop him, but mid one certainly can. Oh no, the Hurricane Pike.
That's
Oh,
damage.
dear.
What's wrong with them?
Yep.
Considering how bad of a
Dire's
laning
bottom
stage
tower
they
is under
had,
attack.
I mean, they're still
Yet
in this
stand.
game. Puck just hit level 15, phase shift attack, finished his Maelstrom, so there's gonna be some mixed damage, physical and magical.
The best kinds. Strictly not true. Pure is definitely the best form of damage. As we're learning from mid one very quickly. Saxa gonna retake this outpost. No XP for you, Tempo. And Morphling, he's now got himself a shotgun. May the massacres begin.
Why is it called a shotgun if Morphling buys it? Shouldn't it be water gun?
That's absolutely true. It definitely should be.
Oh, nice.
And also,
dodge.
oh, he missed it, unfortunately. But I'm assuming Topson just played them.
He dodged it. It was not a miss.
Also, because people started calling the Ethereal Blade the shotgun, it also means that now he's got that 25 talent, which is 3 multi-shot adaptive strikes, which is much more accurately a shotgun. But we can't call it that because we've already got it. So I don't know. Be the change you want to see in the world, I guess. We'll try and change people's minds on that one. Meanwhile, mid one, once again, just solo zoning 3 heroes. She doesn't see the clockwork. She knows she's safe, and even if she does get on top, the Hurricane Pike should be able to get him his way. Meanwhile, Topson just runs down the puck. In comes a hook shot onto the Earthshaker. It's a pretty big catch from Mitch with the cookie. They're able to keep Saxa out of there, and now, well, Sumail says, "Get off my buddy," and blows him up. There's the first water gun out from... Oh, God.
Having a really fun time sitting at their tier 4 tower, zoning out 4 heroes, solo killing 1. Sumail still has ages to work with.
Notel's just pinging the guy. What do we do? What do they do? How can they get out of their base? Mid one won't let them. He's a bully. This little fawn/human is just bullying them into their base. And there's a sad face drawn on the map by Clockwork. Oh no.
Yeah, I think we can officially say that this game is
About to turn. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's caught out in the trees. I mean, they blow up the Aegis, catch him with his pants down in the Agi form, but oh my god, the damage coming out. It's absolutely ridiculous. Thompson with the double damage, just tearing through heroes. Your GG is finally called Mercy. Please, Mercy. And, well, they will show it. 5 heroes dead, the game is over. OG take game number 1 with a skip and a